So just to be clear, it's justification through faith, and it's always that. But that justification through faith means two things. One, that God does justify the ungodly. He doesn't justify the righteous. He doesn't justify the faithful. He justifies the ungodly. And two, that God counts faith as righteousness. And so both are true. Yep. And one can't be true without the other. Okay. So we've talked about that. Now, what do we make of the office of the keys? So can I say, and the reason why part of this has been brought up lately is because Erica Kirk a few weeks ago, almost a month ago
now, yeah.
At her memorial service, I would call it like a civil service in which the gospel was proclaimed, which that's good. She said that she forgives the guy who killed her husband.
Yes.
There has been, there have been those who, while sympathizing with her and supporting her, giving support for her Christian witness, have said that it's not really right to say that you forgive someone who's not repentant. Instead, you should say that you are willing to forgive, and that God is willing to forgive if you repent and believe. So so this is why I wanted to talk about the office of the keys, because they appear to be right when, because Jesus says, whosever sins you bind will have been bound, or whosever sins you, in John's gospel, whosever sins you capture, you bind. It's just he's using another word for bind. Shall be bound, right? Okay, well, what do we make of that? So aren't they? But I thought that God forgave them, right? That's the response there. Doesn't that undermine the objective justification that's for all people, including that assassin?
Did Jesus die for the sins of the assassin? But to go back to your faith and justification always go together. If there is no faith, there is still no subjective justification for that person.
Yeah. That's right. That's why we use that word subjective.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that the justification didn't exist, or
it's there objectively.
It's objectively there. Yeah.
It's objectively there.
Yeah.
But just because he chooses, in that case, to refuse the justification, doesn't make the objective justification go away. It's still a present reality.
Yeah.
Available to him.
Yeah. So this is another way to put it, and we always go back to the discussion of objective justification. I want to focus more on the office of the keys, though, as like a stewardship of this. But one other point, Romans 4, verse 5, he who does not work but trusts in him who justifies the ungodly, his faith is counted as righteousness. Okay, so here's a question. That assassin, who, as far as we know, remains impenitent, is his faith counted as righteousness?
If he's impenitent, then there is no faith.
There you go. So no, because he doesn't have faith. Does God justify the ungodly?
No, well, without faith. Does he objectively give it? Yes.
Yeah.
But does that actually mean they have received it?
Exactly. Yeah. So this is the point, is that God justifies the ungodly, and that's why faith is counted as righteousness.
Well, thank God he does, or none of us would have any hope.
This is the thing, is that both things remain true. His faith isn't counted as righteousness because he doesn't have faith.
Right.
So it's impossible for his faith to be counted as righteousness if he doesn't have faith. Yet does God justify the ungodly?
Sure.
Yes. That's what it says in the scriptures. Yeah. Both are true, and the one depends upon the other. Abraham believed God, and his faith was counted as righteousness. Why? Because of God, because God was true.